Hello friends, and welcome to a video about how bad it's going. So for those who are following the journey, 2 videos ago I made a video in which I launched the app even though it's just available for those who ask for the early access. It's not really completely public. And since then there has been some submissions, or better said, subscriptions to the waiting list that I immediately then contacted to give early access to. And the numbers are very bad. Now, they could have been worse, but that means no one would have requested the early access. Because let me tell you, actually the numbers behind what's going on. I got 6 subscriptions to the waiting list, so 6 people, it should have been 6 people requesting the early access, but it turns out that 3 of those were bots, 2 of those were actual people, and one of these 2 never even created an account, while the other did create an account but didn't even manage to make it through the onboarding process. Now, I don't really know if it's my fault because I've built a too long or boring onboarding process, since I just have one account on which I can base myself on. Therefore, we have to wait for a little bit more stuff going on in order to actually understand where the problem is. And well, that's 5. What? Oh, well, because the 6th guy is actually one of my friends, because I've also shared this with my friends, giving them the opportunity to create an account and become one of those guys with early access. And out of all of my friends, well, it's just 3, I don't have that many, one actually gave a shit, made an account, and guess what? He hasn't made it through the onboarding process. So it's actually 2 people giving me feedback on this aspect. But I'm reflecting on this, and the onboarding process, it's just 6 steps. Your personal information, so name, age, country, and then you just have to write a paragraph of about 50 words that kinda tells the app about your background, so where you're coming from and what you're doing. Then you have to tell the app what your dream is, insert your monthly goals, insert your daily tasks for the daily checklist, and just write the journal entry about the day before with the daily submission as well. That's it. I mean, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. So if you want to do me a favor, actually, in the link down below, I will leave the link for requesting early access to the app again, so that maybe some valuable human being is going to actually go through the onboarding process and give me some useful feedback on what I am developing. Otherwise, we'll have to wait. We will have to wait for the marketing strategy to actually bring in some people, some accounts, before we can actually decide what's going well and what still needs to be improved. With this being said, let's check how I'm going to proceed now with the marketing part. So the marketing strategy will be focused on social media, meaning that at this moment, so to start with the marketing strategy, I haven't included any other type of advertising. It will just be focused on 3 social media platforms, being YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Now let me actually show you the whiteboard. So as you can see, we're going to take advantage of all sorts of content forms available on each platform, meaning that YouTube will still be focused on long form and short form, while obviously the other 2 just on short form. And well, the YouTube part will be this channel, because obviously I'm talking about Baldo on my personal channel as well, but I will also have, and actually already have a channel called baldo.app, so if you want to go check it out, please do so, where I specifically advertise for my app. With this being said, in this channel I will still be focusing on authenticity, while on the Baldo channel the primary focus will be on generating a lot of views, potential leads. So I'm looking for virality there more, while here I just want to be myself, to document my journey. So it's two completely different types of approaches, therefore do not go there looking for something like this. It's just going to be hunting for virality, basically. Alright, so back to the whiteboard. And these three type of videos will be the same, so they will all be under 60 seconds. Otherwise, they're not going to be good for the YouTube short form. Therefore, they will be 60 seconds long on all the platforms, to avoid wasting time having to do a specific one for each of them. And obviously it's initially going to be organic, so the entire traffic that will be generated through these videos is not going to be with paid ads. This is the strategy that I am going to use until I reach 100 users. This is my goal. This is the goal that I want to achieve within this month. I still have 5 or 6 days left. I don't know how many days October has, 31. So I have 6 days left. And once this is going to be accomplished, the way that I think I will proceed is by testing the best organic content on actual paid ads. There's a grammar error here. It's an I, not a Y. Let me fix it. With red, like my teacher used to. Alright. And where was I? Oh yeah, and once 100 users will be reached, so once the app has 100 users, we're going to launch again. We're going to launch the paid plan for the app. In the process, obviously, we're going to improve the app, because I hope that feedback will start to pour in. Alright, so as I said before, I will leave the link to request early access down below in the description again. Hopefully this time a kind-hearted human being will request early access and also make it through the onboarding process, to then give me some valuable feedback on what I have developed. I will also leave down below the links to all the profiles that I've done for the app, meaning the Instagram profile, the TikTok profile, and also the other YouTube profile that I was telling you about just a couple of minutes ago. Let's stay strong, let's keep working, and I will catch you in the next one.